Pooh just crushed a guy's head with a bear trap, and Tigger called someone a bitch before gouging their eyes out. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 might actually be kind of awesome. Let's talk about it.
Will burn.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, directed by Rhys Frake-Waterfield and starring Scott Chambers, Ryan Oliva, and Tallulah Evans. Now I know what you're thinking. How do you improve on one of the most critically panned horror movies in recent memory? Surprisingly, the answer seems to be, give it a bigger budget, better effects, and maybe a plot that's not total nonsense. Before we dive in, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to like and subscribe for more horror reviews like this one. And if you want to support the channel directly, I've got a Patreon where you can chip in just $1 a month to help keep things going, or $5 a month if you want to request a movie for me to review. In this follow-up, Pooh and his bloodthirsty friends are back for more carnage, but this time they're not alone. Tigger and Owl join the chaos, and Christopher Robin, now played by Scott Chambers, is once again pulled into the madness. The film somewhat retcons the events of the first movie to give us a cleaner slate and a more structured story, making it feel less like a meme and more like an actual movie. Let's start with the biggest win, the kills. They are miles ahead of what we got in the first film. I don't know the exact body count, but it felt like it was somewhere in the 30s easily. And unlike the first movie where the kills were mostly uninspired or awkwardly cut away from, here they go all out. We get decapitations, impalements, burnings, dismemberments, just full-on carnage. And the best part? They're actually creative. The kills have personality, they're well staged, and they've got a nice mix of practical effects and CG. While there's still a decent chunk of digital blood, I was surprised by how much was done practically, and it really makes a difference in selling the brutality. The creature designs have also had a serious glow up. In the first movie, the monsters were basically guys in Halloween store masks. Here they look like grotesque mutant hybrids, still human enough to be unsettling, but twisted and animalistic in just the right ways. The updated makeup and effects allow for actual facial movement and emotion, which adds to their screen presence. But what really surprised me is how much personality these creatures have this time around. Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, and Owl are no longer just silent killers. Well, not all of them anyway. They each have distinct behaviors, unique voices, and even one-liners that give them flair. Tigger in particular stands out, leaning into this chaotic, foul-mouthed energy that's honestly kind of hilarious in a grindhouse sort of way. And Owl brings a creepy, calculated edge that plays well off the others. Adding Tigger and Owl into the mix was a great decision. It gives the movie more variety in its horror beats. Each character kills in their own style. Some are blunt and savage, others are theatrical or ritualistic, and it keeps the pace fresh instead of being repetitive. On the human side of things, the acting is surprisingly decent. The cast isn't delivering Oscar-worthy work, but they feel grounded. That's already a big step up from the stiff, awkward performances in the first film. Scott Chambers, who also produced the movie, takes over the role of Christopher Robin, and he's a massive improvement. He brings some pathos to the role. This version of Christopher actually feels like a broken man trying to survive a nightmare, and you end up rooting for him. And finally, the plot. Yes, there is one this time. And no, it's not just Pooh mad, Pooh kill. The film retcons parts of the original in a smart way that helps reset the board. You're given a reason to care about what's happening. There's still some cheese, but this time the story has actual structure and momentum. It's still simple, but it works. That said, there are definitely still problems. One of the most glaring issues is how hard the movie leans into its horror inspirations, like to the point where it feels like cosplay. Tigger, for example, is basically doing a Freddy Krueger impression the whole time. He cracks jokes, throws out one-liners after every kill, and ends almost every sentence with the word bitch. It's funny at first, but by the 5th or 6th time, it starts to feel lazy. It crosses the line from homage into outright ripoff, and that hurts the originality of what's otherwise a fun character. Owl has a similar problem. He's clearly meant to be the intellectual killer of the group, and the way he talks is so reminiscent of Pinhead that it's distracting. His dialogue is all philosophical and ominous, and while it fits the vibe, it feels like they lifted it right out of a Hellraiser script. Another issue is the tone. While this movie definitely leans more into the absurdity of the concept than the original did, it still doesn't go far enough. There are moments, especially with Tigger's antics, where it starts to embrace the campy, over-the-top slasher energy this franchise needs. Then it pulls back and tries to get serious again. It's a weird push-pull that leaves the tone a little uneven. You can tell the filmmakers had more fun this time, but I'm still waiting for them to go all in on the insanity. Like, if you're making a movie about killer Winnie the Pooh characters, just embrace the chaos. Go full Evil Dead 2 with it. Right now, it's still a little caught in between being a serious slasher and a wild B-movie romp. At the end of the day, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 is a massive step up from its predecessor. It's gorier, it's more fun, and it finally feels like the filmmakers understand the kind of movie they're making. There's still work to be done, especially in terms of tone and originality, but I'll admit, I had a decent time with this one. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. It's not great, but it's a fun, bloody ride with just enough improvement to justify its existence. If they keep going in this direction, I'd honestly be open to a 3rd. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss future reviews. And again, if you want to support the channel directly, check out the Patreon. Just $1 a month helps a lot, and $5 a month lets you request a movie for me to review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.